congratulations for this incredible dramatic situation. I think it was just such a small margin that we are not having Georg here in the studio explaining, wow, what happened. Vincent went crazy, wanted to win at all cost, and I punished him. But yeah, go ahead, tell us what happened.
Yeah, I mean, it was crazy. I felt like I played a very good opening, and then like out of the opening, I've got such a nice position. I mean, it felt like this f5 should be good for me, but he had some counterplay. But I was very happy that I found this h4, rook h3, and then also knight d2, knight e2, like everything seemed to work very nicely. Yeah, maybe just to show why this rook on h3 is kind of important. It's for those kind of lines that here I always need f6 ideas and to have that rook ready, like for example like this. And yeah, I mean, then here, once we reach this position, I think it should be completely winning for me. Maybe I'm like misevaluating, but I felt that, I mean, the position is clearly winning, and still those moves I also felt are fine. You know, I'm trying to get my rook from h3 some squares, knight is better here, rook to f1. Everything seemed reasonable, and I mean, okay, this is the position.
Yes.
Not to win this it's kind of crazy. I mean, there should be so many ways to be much better or even winning, but exactly what I chose, I think it was okay, but
you couldn't have just sidestep with the king, or it was not possible?
King h1, rook f7.
Rook f7, yeah. And then if knight h7 comes, then it's a new game.
It's a weird thing that, I mean, of course I can always try to just pin. I mean, go knight d2. Yeah, probably that's what I should do, and just pin him.
And then you will
okay,
move
we'll
the
go
king.
a4, bishop b3, king h1, anything. I mean, I'm strategically much better. I'm dominating on the squares. His king is weak. He's in that pin. Of course, the position is very bad. I kind of underestimated that this is even a game, because yeah, just bishop c6, and his move queen b8 was very strong. I believe that was kind of.
Did you actually maybe relax after knight d2?
No, I still felt that. I mean, the problem is that I have this stupid bishop on g5. So as we saw in the game, I mean, of course he's smart. He went for rook f8 followed by rook e8. And now there's the threat of knight h7. And if he gets that bishop, I mean, anyway, I will be much better, but he can play. Actually, there was an idea of going b4, rook e8, and c5 to try and get rid of the pin that way. I mean, okay, he cannot take, but bishop b7, and...
I was actually deep inside me, was hoping for some scenario
I should
like
go for
this.
a position like this, which,
yes.
I mean, of course, it has to be pretty much winning. Maybe. c4 I probably cannot do, but and there are so many threats. Also bishop b3, actually, yeah, that's also possible. I mean, it's just a great position overall. But yeah, I felt that this is kind of very nice, but then how to win it? I mean, it's not as simple as I thought it was, and he found some interesting
queen c8,
idea.
Yeah? Queen c8, queen c5.
Oh, at first I didn't understand what was going on, but then this, I mean, even here I still didn't really realize that I would be completely stuck. Maybe I should go king h2, but yeah, Engine already suggests it's fine at this point. So,
here I was already getting the heart attack.
I just have to make a draw, yeah. But it's so sad that even here, I mean, black has absolutely no active plan, but he's just in time with a5, because of course if I get bishop g5, bishop d2, b4, I will easily win the game. But I just cannot get rid of this battery, and yeah, basically,
there was a question. Did you actually realize that at one point it was 3-4 repetition, the computer would have stopped the game?
Yeah, it was, I mean...
You didn't mind, or?
Not that much anymore, because I realized that probably he doesn't have, like... But also from his point of view, it doesn't make sense to check for 3-4, because he is defending comfortably, and if he checks, he will use all of his time, and that's...
Yes, but if you don't mind the draw, then I have one question. You had twice the option of taking bishop takes f6 and bishop d1.
But it's the same as offering a draw, yeah.
No, why?
Okay, even queen e3, even with 2 pawns up, this is a dead
but
draw.
can we just check it? Because first of all, to show our audience, it was possible twice when he went knight h5.
So let's say here, yeah?
Yes, then you even had it on better circumstances, but okay, it doesn't matter the tempo, I guess. Yeah, takes, bishop takes g4, bishop d2, c4, bishop b4, and we kind of concluded that it should be a draw, but if just 2 moves before, it could have been a c4.
Okay, but this is the same as 3-4, no? I mean, it's like 0 chance of winning this. It's a full fortress. I mean, I have no chance.
I don't know, but no, you push the pawn to g5,
yes, king
and
to
then
g7.
Bishop d7, king g4, bishop e8, bishop take g6, h5. I don't know if it, but at least I would be extremely happy. Vincent is actually, let's put it on the board. Isn't this winning? If you get that, maybe you will be able to g4, g5 is a draw.
Yes, I think.
Yeah, but let's just show this because it's instructive. For
I think basically whenever white pushes g4, I'll push g5.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
I will go king g7.
Yes, that I...
And put the king on h6, and now I'm ready that whenever g4 is happening, I will go g5. So I will just sit. So, and I guess this is not really
this is not
the trick.
Yeah, this is not the winning attempt. For this, I need the pawn to g5.
Yeah, but otherwise there's no real winning attempt.
g4, g5.
I mean, here, even if the king enters, I think it's just... Oh wait, this is winning?
There are some chances here. No,
king to b5 and c5.
c5.
Okay.
Okay, can you imagine me sitting here and then instead of this, you go for a losing line? I thought like, my God, this is just completely, because you tried so many things, you were frustrated, you were down to 2 seconds at least 15 times when you made your last move.
Yeah, no, I mean, here I just went back and forth, I didn't really find... And that, I don't know, he gave me this bishop d8 and I felt that maybe now there's something, but of course it's
exactly, because you can take on f6 and play, and you have improved king g2 version.
Yes, again, I should do that.
You have to do that, yeah. Okay, and then please tell us the craziness when things got out of control.
No, I mean...
Once a4 was on the board, I thought, that's it, you are losing the game. What was your feeling?
I completely missed knight f2, that's all there is to say. I mean, at first I thought that maybe I can try to go for something like this. And, okay, this king is a little weak, so I mean, queen f7 is a move, but at least I can take a5. But then I saw that there's knight e4, and I don't know, tricky. If you have zero, like basically no time, queen e2 is coming, I cannot take a pawn, I don't have any clear move. I felt, okay, c4 might be smart, and okay, knight f2 is
the cold
big
shower,
shock. I mean, actually, how do I even survive this?
Well, bishop c2 was still, but basically bishop c2 a4, and I think it's practically it's over. I have no idea.
Nope.
But queen a5 was the...
I mean, queen c1 probably. Yeah.
No, okay, I think it's humanly just impossible.
Yeah, no, here it's
impossible to play, so let's just show after queen a5 what went through your mind, because you played it, it was...
actually, I thought queen e3 is winning.
Yeah, and then what was your
I missed bishop f6. I thought I'm losing. I thought I would...
Yes,
I'm just done.
I could see on your body language.
Like, I thought I was trying to make king h2 work, but he's just putting knight e4, and that's it. So, I only saw it when I entered the studio that bishop f6 actually, by miracle, should survive.
Because the point is that after he played a3 instead of queen e3, bishop f6 wins. And we were thinking like, okay, if you have spotted queen e3, bishop f6 draw, then after a3, of course you play bishop f6 and it's mate. Yeah, check and queen d7 and bishop g6.
Wow. Okay, that's crazy. I mean, actually, if you say, okay, find the win, I will find in 10 seconds, but I was so happy that I even had, first,
queen a4,
I didn't even consider a3. So I was just trying to find the defense after queen e3, then a3 came, and I was like, okay, at least I'm not done on the spot, and I was so happy that I found queen a4, and then I thought, of course, that finally now I will manage to make a draw, but even here I thought, okay, I will make a draw, queen e7,
I saw it on your face, yes.
And then I realized, wait, but I can also give queen d8 check, so, oh wait, queen d8 check, I'm winning with the mate on h4, so this is one of the luckiest wins in a long time,
Yes, and then one question that, so if instead of king h6 he plays king g8, then it's a draw, or
I think so,
what was the... Yeah, because there was so much, let's just show our audience that, so black can just go back to the king.
Anywhere, I guess,
Yes, back to the back rank and then queen e8 and perpetual.
I just give perpetual,
yes.
I'm happy to give perpetual, let's...
Of course. Yeah, and then let's to finalize everything, because we had no time to show after a3, instead of a3, queen takes a3 was winning according to the computer.
Where?
Did you, here after queen a5, that he could have traded on a5, that did you at all consider this, that takes a3, and what happens?
No, a3 didn't even cross my mind, this whole idea.
You were so worried about getting checkmated, right?
Yeah,
But yeah, let's just show that bishop b1.
I completely lost
and
control.
And then probably knight d3 is the move. I was just speculating myself, but so like maybe...
But knight d3 is kind of brutal, yeah?
I think knight d3 wins or not. Okay, this is what happens with this evil bar. Every move that I suggest to human, it's a mistake.
But why?
It's completely crazy.
It does seem reasonable. b4 maybe? Yeah.
B4 and then bishop c7, b5. Okay, and then what was the winning move instead of knight d3?
Well, also, at least the good thing is for me, I have to play bishop b1, and then I will just wait for his move.
Yes.
So wait, knight d1?
Yeah, knight d1 is similar idea. Yeah, probably this is the one. Because now you can't play b4 due to knight c3.
Oh, but actually, what's the threat? You just...
Maybe just slowly.
Bishop b6?
Yeah, with few seconds on the clock, of course, also with black, it is extremely difficult to...
No, I mean, there was... I mean,
yes,
it's not completely over, right?
I mean, bishop d4. How does bishop d4 work?
Probably this is just lost, no? Yeah.
This is lost.
Because I have this stupid g3 pawn.
Yes.
That's gone. And you just push e4 and bishop e5, and then I'm done.
That's it. Wow.
Okay, but it was difficult. But
it was difficult, yes.
Getting into a lost position after, I mean, let's just go back to the position
let's enjoy the position
I had before, yeah?
Yes.
Like if we go back to here, I mean, this is the position I had, and that's where I ended up. That's, I mean, it really shouldn't happen, even though there's only 13 seconds increment and we don't have anything after move 40, but that is just, it shouldn't even happen in bullet, right? So, I mean, it's like,
but in general,
it's full control here. And
it's a brutal format, yeah, that once you get down to this 30 seconds and it's a complicated position, how do you navigate with your heart and everything?
I have here 24 minutes in a completely winning position.
Here,
I shouldn't get to that moment where I have to make those precise moves. So I think, just go knight d2, rook r3. It's like, you can make this move in 1 minute, and then you play, and then, okay, black is the one who's in big trouble. I mean, even I can go king h1 in the next move. There's like, I have bishop b3 ideas. It's just so safe. And
yeah, you will anyway have to have a rest, but before I let you go, then if you are already here, please tell us a little bit about the atmosphere, about the tournament. How do you enjoy? What does the spectators mean to you, all the fans?
I mean, being here is a real joy. Karlsruhe is also a special place for me, of course, but also the tournament itself. So many players, so many spectators, this festival atmosphere, you can really feel it. And it's, I mean, it's something special for us and for me, because normally in top tournaments you don't have that. Like, it's more of a, distant atmosphere. And here, of course, there are also some issues with that. You don't have this 100% focus at all times, but that's part of the tournament. And I think it's a great event, and always, I'm really enjoying playing here.
Yeah, and what about the double rounds? How do you feel? Physically, it's fine. Just don't do a game like this. That's your feeling?
Yeah, no, double rounds are fine. If I wake up early enough, then I'm okay. So that's the only issue. That, of course, it's quite early, but I mean, since we don't have to prepare, I don't feel like it's so bad. That's the trade-off, and I think a quite good trade-off. I mean, if we play double rounds in the classical portion, I think that's really, really tough. But here, you just basically, you just have to play, eat, sleep, and relax. That's all you have to do. So, yeah, I mean, it's crazy that in all of my 3 games, I always played a very good opening and then made some very stupid things. So, I'm hoping to keep the good level in the start and then maybe make a few more less mistakes in the after game.
Yes, because actually, the big difference is also after a game like this, after a day like this, if it would be classical chess, it would mean that tonight the pairings would be out and you would have to start monitoring your opponent, what kind of openings, and it's very difficult to calm down. Now you can just forget about it, try to have a good rest. That's what we are wishing for you. And thank you very much for coming. We appreciate it very much.